Hey guys, welcome back to Chicago on the Grind, and today we have Mr. Kerr here with us who teaches AP Stats here at Jones. So, Mr. Kerr, we have some questions for you.
Yeah.
So, what first got you interested in math and science?
Well, originally I actually majored in science in college. Undergraduate, I majored in physics. So I was initially interested in meteorology. I wanted to study weather. My college did not have a meteorology major, so I chose the next best thing, which is physics. After about a year of doing that in college, I realized that that was a lot of work, and I did not want to go to graduate school, and I didn't really want to go to meteorology anymore. So I kept the physics degree because I looked good on the resume, and so I toughed it out and ended up using physics to get into finance, actually.
Oh, so how did you go from finance to stats?
I didn't really. I went from finance just to teaching math. So I taught in finance. I traded for about 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And toward the end of it, I was tutoring on the side as a volunteer, and I ended up liking the tutoring more than my trading job. And so I started to transition into taking some classes in graduate school to go into education. After a couple of years, I went to do my student teaching, and then got a job here at Jones.
Back to your trading, how did you get into trading, and what kept you so invested for all those years?
It was a fun job. I just liked it. I wanted to go into finance, and one of the easier pathways into finance, especially in a city like Chicago, was trading derivative contracts, which is the board of trade. The mercantile exchange, options exchange. So I traded mostly futures, and so that was kind of like what you did a little bit back then. Out of college, there's a job you get right away, and so I did that. It was a great job, lots of fun, high energy, high stress. It was like 100% commission, so it was great in your 20s, but then I think as you get older, you want more stability. And so that's one reason why I transitioned to education.
Yeah. What experiences helped you prepare to teach AP Stats?
I don't know, actually. Just teaching, I like to teach math. And
Yeah.
so my first year here at Jones, I taught math 1 and math 2. And I didn't think I would have a job after my first year, actually. They had budget cuts, and I thought since I was the last teacher hired, I'd be the first teacher to be let go. And I was all set to go try to job somewhere else. And at the very end, the last week or two of school, the current AP Stats teacher at that time at Jones decided to leave. And so that opened the door for me to get a job. And since I was here, no one else wanted to teach stats in the math department at that time. And so I taught it basically. So I took a class over the summer to kind of remind myself what statistics is all about. So I think the class helped me a lot. And then the rest is history. I love teaching stats, and I think it's a very practical class. I think it applies to lots of different majors, and so it's probably my favorite class to teach now.
Nice. And what do you think is an important skill for students to learn for stats if they want to go into stats? What do you think kind of makes them stand out if they want to major in it as well?
I think, if you have a computer background, I think that would be very helpful, whether it's programming or just organizing large data sets. But being at least fluent or not afraid of computers and technology, I think it would take you a long way. Knowing some basic math is helpful, but I think statistics, a lot of it's technology based. And so I think if you can combine statistics with some kind of computer science or programming or something like that, that would probably help you stand out more so than others.
Nice. What is the biggest lesson you've learned from teaching AP Stats at Jones?
Biggest lesson? I don't know. The students here are pretty good. I mean, they will adapt, they will learn what you're teaching as long as you're patient with them and, provide all the concepts that they need. I think that's something I've learned over the years, that every year, each year, the students I get, they're pretty consistent from year to year, which is nice.
And what's one piece of advice you give someone who wants to follow in your footsteps and be a teacher, or even go into investing, or just the biggest piece of advice you have for someone who wants to just even finding their path in the right career?
I would say always keep looking forward, because things will always change. Like when I was in high school, the last thing I wanted to be is a high school teacher, so I had no idea I wanted to do this. But as you get older, your outlook might change, what you might want to do changes, and so to always kind of keep thinking about your future, I think will help. And so for me, when I went into education, I kind of thought I was going to do it, so I kind of took it slowly, but I was taking classes during graduate school. And so by the time when I really wanted to get out of trading, I had teaching to fall So always kind of look ahead, plan yourself out 5 years from now, where you see yourself, and then kind of work backwards from there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here. Yeah.
And if anyone else has any further questions, please leave them down below.
Thank you.
Thank you.